Well, hello again, everyone, and thank you for joining me on this segment of the Pick 3. We're finally in the month of May and 2 days away from the Kentucky Derby. Post position draw was yesterday, but we had a major announcement this morning. Opportunity, the second choice in the betting at 6-1, is out of the race with a foot injury. That means the also eligible Pablo Del Monte is in the race, so it's still a full field of 20 in the starting gate for the Run for the Roses, but Opportunity is no longer in the mix. The reason why I'm doing this Pick 3 segment is to offer you 3 long shots to consider in your Kentucky Derby wagering. When I'm talking long shots, I mean horses that are 20-1 or higher in the morning line. I'll start with Cheetah, who is right on the money at 20-1, trained by Bob Baffert. What a story it would be for him, losing Opportunity just 2 days before the race, but still getting to the winner's circle on Saturday afternoon with Cheetah, who does have 3 wins in 4 career starts. His only loss was in the Robert B. Lewis 2-back to Candy Boy. But Cheetah, tactically, to me, has the advantage in this race because he does not need to be in the first flight of horses battling for the lead going into the first turn and around the backstretch. Jockey Martin Garcia, who's been on him in all 4 previous starts, knows this horse very well, and if they can sit back, let the other horses go too fast too early, and make one move around the forward turn and try to hang on in that long stretch run at Churchill Downs, we could see an upset on the first Saturday in May. I don't know if Cheetah wants to go a mile and a quarter. In previous races at shorter distances, it really seems like he's been stretching for the wire, so a mile and a quarter may not be his ideal distance, but at 20-1, investing a little bit of money in him could result in a big payday. Other long shot I want to mention is Uncle Si, 30-1 morning line. First time blinkers for trainer Gary Contessa, and a jockey change as well. Arad Ortiz Jr. gets the mount in the Kentucky Derby. Now, the Wood Memorial to me was a total toss for Uncle Si. He did not break well. He rallied to finish 5th in the race. His breeding suggests that a mile and a quarter is too far for him, but the fact that he's got blinkers on in this race, the jockey change to Arad Ortiz Jr. is something I like, and I think he could run better than those 30-1 odds indicate. Don't know if he can win the race, but the fact that he could maybe get a piece of the exotics does intrigue me a bit, and he could increase those prices in trifectas or superfectas. So he's a horse worth considering throwing on underneath on your Kentucky Derby tickets. And finally, I want to bring up Commanding Curve. I know, he's 50-1 in the morning line, and he needed help to even get into the Kentucky Derby. But the long stretch at Churchill Downs gives closers a great chance to pick up the pieces late. And a lot of these horses in the front of the pack will, in all likelihood, fade towards the end, and Commanding Curve, with this added distance of a mile and a quarter, could be rolling late, especially in the final furlong, final 16th, to get a piece of 3rd, maybe even 4th. He's a huge price at 50-1, I should say. But you know what? In the Kentucky Derby, you really never know. And with some of these horses that are at much shorter prices that I have some questions about as well, sometimes it's about just throwing some money on a horse where you know you can get a huge payday, and Commanding Curve at 50-1 in the morning line would do just that. So again, Cheetah, Uncle Si, and Commanding Curve, 3 long shots to consider in your Kentucky Derby wagering. For more information about the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby, check out my preview of both races. You can find that on Bills2Cents.com. Thank you so much for watching this edition of the Pick 3, and good luck this weekend with your wagering in the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby.